Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We are live at Spa-Francorchamps and oh man, what a place to be.
Hello all. Best track on the calendar, don't let him tell you otherwise.
Haha, she said it, not me. Drop us a hello in the chat. Tell us where you're watching from today.
And here's the stake. Antonelli leads on 179, but Russell and Hamilton are lurking at 154 and 147. This is a swing race.
A big one, and hey, hit subscribe if you haven't so you never miss a session with us.
Right, let's get to work. So look at the front row. Antonelli on pole, Verstappen right behind. That's a fascinating start into Eau Rouge.
Oh, and if you're leading here, you've got a target on your back into turn 5, La Source.
Exactly. Whoever leads through Eau Rouge gets the toe on the camel straight behind them. It's a double-edged sword.
So being first isn't even the safe spot.
Not here. The slipstream down that straight is worth tenths. The leader almost sets up his own pass.
Man, this kid Antonelli on pole though. What a moment for him.
And with the biggest points lead in the field. Track temps up at nearly 36 degrees too, so tyre management is going to matter more than qualifying pace. Watch Leclerc in fourth. He's the one I'd keep an eye on early.
Why him? He's stuck behind Russell.
Because Ferrari can be brave on strategy here. If he gets the toe down Kemmel, Russell's third place isn't safe.
And behind them, the Hamilton-Piastri scrap, 5th and 6th. That could get spicy.
It could. Piastri qualified 6th, but his race pace has been the story all year. He doesn't stay 6th for long. Quick thing about that air temp, 18 degrees, but the track's up at 37. That gap tells you the tarmac's doing the work today.
Meaning?
Meaning rear tyres will cook before the fronts. Traction out of La Source, out of the last chicane. That's where they'll pay for it.
So the guys who are gentle on throttle early save themselves a world of pain later.
Exactly. And that's Antonelli's whole challenge. Leading from the front, clean air, but nobody to hide behind if the rears go off.
No pressure, kid. Just 179 points and the whole championship watching.
One thing I keep coming back to. This is the longest lap on the calendar, 7 kilometers.
So a mistake anywhere costs you the whole world.
And it stretches the field out. Even small pace gaps become real gaps here.
Which is good news for whoever gets clean air off the line.
Antonelli, if he times Eau Rouge right. But like we said, that toe giveth and taketh away. One thing nobody's mentioned yet. Verstappen starting second, right behind the kid.
Oh, and Max in clean air's dirty air, basically. Perfect launch pad down to Eau Rouge.
That's the danger for Antonelli. Verstappen doesn't need pace, he just needs the toe off the line.
So the whole race could hinge on the first 300 meters.
On a track this long, that opening run to Les Combes sets the tone for the whole stint. Let's talk about Leclerc for a second. Fourth on the grid, and Spa historically suits the Ferrari on the straights.
Yeah, but the middle sector, that's all corners. That's where they lose it.
Right. Sector 2 is the great equalizer here. Pujon, the flowing stuff, that rewards downforce, not top speed.
So Ferrari gains on the straights and hands it right back through the middle.
Every single lap. It's a compromise they've never quite cracked. Look at the two Mercedes here. Antonelli on pole, Russell third. Best qualifying they've had in a while.
Yeah, and the kid on pole at Spa of all places. That's a statement.
It really is. But Russell's the interesting one for me. He's got Leclerc breathing down his neck off the line.
On those long straights, Ferrari will chuck it down the inside first chance they get.
One name we haven't touched, Piastri, 6th. That's not where the championship leader wants to be starting.
Right, buried behind both Ferraris and Hamilton. That's a traffic jam down to Les Combes.
And on a track that punishes dirty air like this one, he can't just power past. He'll need strategy to dig him out.
So the McLaren's raw pace might not save him early on.
Not from 6th. He needs a clean first stint and an undercut. Muscling through Spa costs you tyre life fast. Quick weather note before we go green. Track temps up at 36 degrees.
That's warm for Spa, right?
Warmer than you'd think. Air's only 18, but that surface will chew the rears if they lean on them too early.
So tyre management from lap 1, basically.
Especially up front. Antonelli's got clean air, but he can't just send it. This track will punish a hot rear tyre through Sector 2.
Which is exactly where he's already vulnerable to Max.
Exactly. It's a tightrope. Manage the tyres, but don't hand over the lead doing it. One thing I keep coming back to, Verstappen starting second here at Spa. That's dangerous.
Because of the slipstream down to Les Combes.
Exactly. He doesn't even need to attack early. He just sits in the tow and waits.
So the pressure's all on the kid to nail his getaway.
Every launch, every braking point. One little wobble and Max is alongside before Eau Rouge.
Oh man, imagine the two of them side by side through there on lap 1.
Let's hope they leave each other room. That's flat, and it's not the place to be brave. You know what I love about this front row? It's Antonelli's first Spa pole.
The kid on pole here, of all places. That's some statement.
And the pressure that comes with it. Leading a title fight from the front at a track that never forgives.
He's got the championship lead too, don't forget.
That's the bit that raises the stakes. He's not just protecting a win today, he's protecting a season. Look at the midfield names on that grid though. Leclerc 4th, Hamilton 5th.
Both Ferraris in the top 5. That's a good day for them already.
But Hamilton's the interesting one. He knows Spa better than anyone in the field.
9 wins here, right? Nobody's touched that.
And he's ahead of Piastri, who's had a rough qualifying by his standards. 6th is not where that car should be.
So Piastri's got work to do, and a Ferrari right in front to get past first.
On this track, in dirty air through Sector 2, that's easier said than done. One thing to watch on the grid: start temperatures. Tracks at 35, air's under 19.
So the tarmac's warm, but the air's cool. What does that do for them?
It helps the rears switch on quickly off the line. Good news for the front row getting the power down.
Which is exactly what the kid needs to keep Max off his gearbox into turn 1. And there it is, green light, pit exit is open, we are go in the Ardennes.
Formation lap done. Now we find out if those rears really did switch on.
The kid on pole, the whole title fight lining up behind him. Here we go.
Eyes on turn 1. If Verstappen gets a run up the hill, this is over in 3 seconds.
Good morning, Motor&Piston. First one in the chat today. Love it. Grab a good seat, we're just getting rolling here at Spa. Welcome aboard. Buena pregunta, Motor&Piston. Spa tiene tantas vueltas de leyenda que me cuesta elegir una sola. La subida de Eau Rouge siempre te pone la piel de gallina.
So we're settled now, and it's the Ferraris I want to watch. Leclerc 4th, Hamilton 5th, running nose to tail.
2 red cars in a train. That's got to be tempting for Hamilton, right?
Tempting, yes, but teammates don't burn each other's tyres for one position this early. Not smart.
Especially with Piastri hunting them both from 6th.
Exactly. If those two squabble, they just hand the McLaren a free run at both of them. Here's what's fascinating up front. Antonelli leading, but Verstappen glued to him.
The kid's holding it though. That's the part I love.
He is. And Spa rewards a clean lead. Get the DRS gap out past 1 second, and Max can't line up the pounce down the Kemmel straight.
So it's all about that little cushion into Les Combes.
Exactly. Watch his exit out of Eau Rouge. That's where the whole lap gets set up. One thing I'm keeping an eye on, Russell in 3rd, sitting alone.
No fight ahead, no fight behind for now.
Right. He's got clear air, which at Spa is gold. He can manage those rears and just sit there ready to pounce if the two leaders touch.
So he's basically the vulture waiting for scraps.
Pretty much. Best seat in the house, honestly. Let the front two chew each other up. Let's talk about Antonelli for a second. Leading a Grand Prix at Spa. At his age. Let that sink in.
Honestly, the composure is unreal. You'd think he'd be sweating buckets with Max right there.
His tyre management is the tell. He's not chewing them up defending, he's just running his own rhythm.
And that's the whole game here, isn't it? Keep it smooth, don't panic.
Exactly. The moment you start reacting to the mirrors, you overwork the fronts and it snowballs. He's not doing that. Let's check further back. Leclerc in 4th, and he's the interesting one for me.
Because of Hamilton right behind in 5th.
Exactly. 2 Ferraris nose to tail, and neither wants to be the one who loses time squabbling.
With Piastri sniffing at both of them from 6th, same story as the front.
Pretty much. Spa punishes anyone who wastes energy defending. The Kemmel straight is unforgiving.
So Leclerc just needs to keep it clean and let Hamilton do the work behind.
Right. If Lewis commits to a move into Les Combes, he opens the door for Piastri too. It's a chain reaction waiting to happen. Quick thought on the weather. Track sitting at nearly 34 degrees.
Warm for Spa, right? That usually bites the rears.
It does. And that's exactly why Antonelli's smoothness up front matters so much today.
So the guys who overheat their tyres early are going to pay for it later.
Every time. This is a track where patience wins the second half of the race. One thing I want to flag, Verstappen sitting second, glued to Antonelli. That's not passive.
You think he's just biding his time?
He's studying him, every corner, learning where the kid's a fraction weak.
Oh, that's a scary thought. Max in patient hunter mode.
And Spa gives him the tool. Slipstream down Kemmel, he doesn't even need to force it early.
Good morning, Riser. Great to have you with us. We're just getting started here at Spa. Grid set and the tension is building. Interesting one at the front. Antonelli leading his home crowd. Well, sort of. The kid's Italian and Ferrari's right behind him.
That's the little subplot, isn't it? An Italian teenager leading a Mercedes at Spa, with two red cars fourth and fifth.
Poetic but painful for the Tifosi.
And keep an eye on Russell in third. He's the buffer between Verstappen's fight up front and the Ferrari scrap behind.
So if Russell drops a beat, suddenly it all compresses.
Exactly. One slow lap from him and Leclerc's got a target.
Oh, and quick one. If you're enjoying the ride with us, hit subscribe and drop a like. It genuinely helps us out.
It does. Now watch Eau Rouge on this next lap. That's where you see who's actually got the car underneath them today. Watch Piastri down in sixth. He's got clean air behind him and nothing to lose.
You reckon he's the wild card back there?
He's the one driver who can afford a long first stint and let this whole train pit ahead of him.
Ooh, the classic Spa overcut. Sit out, let the track come to you.
Exactly. On a track this long, one lap of clear air is worth a fortune.
Oh, hang on. Word from race control. Pit exit is closed.
Right, so nobody comes out even if they dive in right now.
So that overcut plan we just talked about for Piastri...
On hold. Whatever's happening at the pit exit, they can't rejoin until it reopens.
Any idea why they'd shut it this early?
Usually something on the pit lane exit itself. A car, debris, marshals working, we wait for the next call. While we wait on that pit exit, look at the temps. Track's at 31 degrees, air only 18.
So cool air, warmer tarmac, what does that give the tyres?
A pretty forgiving window, honestly. Front graining could be the thing to watch, not overheating.
So the long stint we keep dreaming about for Piastri actually stacks up.
If the pit exit ever reopens, yes. That's the whole caveat right now.
And Antonelli out front just gets to sit there in clean air and think.
Best seat in the house, no dirty air, no one nibbling at his gearbox. Interesting one further down the order. Carlos Sainz took a grid drop here for a power unit change.
Oh, that's rough at Spa of all places. Long track, lots to make up.
He's the fifth driver to take a penalty for a power unit swap this weekend, actually.
5, blimey, Spa really does chew through engines, doesn't it?
Full throttle up the Kemmel straight, flat through Eau Rouge. It punishes the power unit like nowhere else.
So a fresh engine here might actually be worth the grid hit down the line.
That's the gamble. Take the pain now, bank the performance for the rest of the season. Look at the front row. Antonelli and Verstappen, side by side into La Source.
That first corner is going to be spicy. Turn 1 at Spa is a hairpin, everyone piles in.
And whoever leads out of La Source gets the toe down to Eau Rouge. That matters here more than anywhere.
So Antonelli's pole isn't a guarantee at all, is it?
No, if Verstappen's alongside up Kemmel, the DRS trick can flip them before less comms.
Man, a 19-year-old on pole at Spa though. That's a moment.
And Russell right behind him. Mercedes have both cars in the top 3. Don't sleep on that. Wait, race controls flagged something. Incident with car 23, Albon.
Oh no, what's happened to Albon?
They're noting his car safety lights. Could be an electrical issue with the light panel itself.
Right, so not necessarily a crash then? My heart, honestly, for a second there.
No, this reads more like a technical warning. The rearward safety lights have to work in the wet or poor visibility. The FIA takes that seriously.
So they'll keep an eye on it. Poor Williams, that's the last thing they need before lights out.
Exactly. If it can't be cleared, that's a problem for him on the grid. Let's watch how they handle it. Something worth flagging before we go green. Sainz has taken a grid drop too.
Oh, what for?
Power unit changes. He's the 5th driver on the grid to take the hit here.
5 of them. See, this is exactly what we were saying about Spa eating engines.
It's almost the smart play now. Everyone's bundling their penalties into the one weekend where the fresh power actually pays off.
Bite the bullet at the track that rewards horsepower most. Makes total sense.
Hang on, double yellows now. Sector 7 and Sector 13.
2 sectors, what's going on out there?
Something's happened at 2 points on track. Drivers have to lift. No overtaking through both zones.
My heart, we haven't even gone green properly and it's already messy.
Let's not jump ahead. Double yellow means a hazard. Could be a stopped car or debris. Wait for the boards to clear before we panic. Okay, update. Sector 7 is clear now.
Oh good, one down, so whatever it was there, they've sorted it?
Looks like it. But now we've got double yellow in Sector 8 instead.
So the hazard's shifted, or is this a second one?
Hard to say yet. Could be marshals working their way along, could be debris that's moved. Either way, drivers still have to lift through 8.
Right, slow it down, hands off the throttle, no heroics.
Exactly. Let them do their job and we'll get the green when it's safe. Okay, it's moving around again. Sector 8 is clear now.
Good, but hang on, now you've got double yellow in 14.
Yes, and 13's gone to a single yellow at the same time.
This is like whack-a-mole. Clear here, hazard there. What is actually going on?
Honestly, this pattern usually means marshals physically working along the track, recovering something, moving debris from point to point.
So it's not one crash, it's clean up on the move.
That's my read. And look, 14 went clear, then straight back to double yellow.
Oh, so they thought they had it and something's still there.
Whatever it is, it's stubborn. Drivers, keep lifting through 14 until those boards actually stay green. Okay, 13's clear and now 14's clear too.
Finally, 2 of them gone at once. But wait, let me guess.
Double yellow in 15 now, yep.
Of course, it just keeps marching down the track.
Told you. This is marshals walking it along sector by sector. The hazard isn't multiplying, it's moving.
So we're basically following the cleanup crew live. Drivers, keep lifting through 15 now.
And there it is again, yellow in sector 10 now.
10? Wait, that's back up the track, not down.
Good spot. So it's not one neat procession after all.
So either there's a second thing or something got missed the first time.
More likely, a second point of debris. Drivers, ease off through 10 as well now.
And now it's gone double yellow in 10. It just got worse there.
So whatever's in sector 10 is significant enough to warrant both boards.
That's not just a bit of debris then, is it?
Could be a bigger piece, or marshals actually out on the surface. Either way, full lift, no overtaking through 10.
And now 16 goes double yellow too. Oh man, this track is lit up like a Christmas tree.
16 as well. So we've got trouble in 10 and now down at 16.
2 separate double yellow zones at once? That's a lot to manage.
It is. And 16's the run to the line, but that's the fast bit. So a full lift there costs real lap time.
Are we heading for a safety car here? Feels like it's building.
If those boards don't clear soon, yes. Race control can't leave drivers guessing through 2 hot zones. Okay, 16's just gone green, that's clear.
Oh, finally, one of them's cleared.
So the run to the line is back on. Drivers can commit through there again.
So we're down to just the one hot zone in 10 now, right?
For now, yes. If 10 clears too, that safety car threat basically evaporates. Spoke too soon. 16's back to double yellow.
Oh, you're kidding me. It just went green.
So whatever's there wasn't fully cleared. They've reset the boards.
So now we're back to 2 hot zones again. 10 and 16.
Yeah, and that flip-flop tells me marshals are still working the run to the line.
Which means the safety car conversation is very much alive again.
It is. When a board goes green and then straight back to double yellow, race control's not confident. That usually ends one way. Right, 16's clear again, officially this time.
Okay, but forgive me if I don't fully believe it.
Fair, it's cried wolf twice now.
So if this one sticks, the run to the line is properly back on?
It should be. And if 10 follows, that safety car threat finally dies. There it is, 10's clear now.
Finally, both zones green at last?
Both green. That's the one we were waiting for.
So the safety car threat is dead for real this time?
For real. No hot zones. Drivers can commit everywhere. We're racing clean. Oh, come on.
Don't tell me. Don't you dare tell me.
Double yellow. Sector 11 now.
Are you serious? We literally just celebrated.
New zone though. This one hasn't flip-flopped yet. Something's happened at 11.
Can we see anything? Is anyone in the wall?
Nothing confirmed yet. But a fresh double yellow out of nowhere usually means debris or a car that's stopped.
After all that, my heart, honestly.
Okay, 11's clear now too.
Oh, thank goodness. So that scare was what exactly?
Brief. Whatever it was, Marshall sorted it fast. Green again.
My nerves can't take this all afternoon.
Well, all zones green now. Antonelli leads, Verstappen right behind. Let's actually race. No, Sector 16 now double yellow.
Oh, you have got to be kidding me.
Different zone again. This track just will not settle today.
We can't get 2 clean corners in a row. What's going on at 16?
Hard to say yet. But look, 15 just went clear, so whatever it is, it's moving down the lap with the marshals.
So they're chasing it, corner by corner.
Feels that way. Clearing behind, flagging ahead. Someone's dropping something out there, or there's a slow car crawling round.
And meanwhile, poor Antonelli's trying to lead a Grand Prix through a yellow flag disco.
Exactly. No lifting where he shouldn't, no gaps to build. Nobody can commit until this thing finally clears for good. And there it is again, Sector 13 now.
13, it's marching backwards up the lap now.
Same story. Clears behind, pops up ahead. Whatever this is, it's still out there.
Okay, genuinely, what could keep triggering these corner after corner?
A crawling car losing bits, or marshals working their way round clearing debris. Either way, nobody up front can breathe.
Antonelli must be going mad up there. Can't attack, can't defend, just waiting.
14 went double yellow, then straight back to clear. And 13's green now too.
Wait, so it's actually clearing this time?
Looks like it. The zones behind are staying green instead of flaring up again.
Oh, please let this be the one. My heart, honestly.
Give it another sector to hold. But yeah, this finally feels like the tail end of it. Spoke too soon. 14 and 15 just flared double yellow again.
Oh, you have got to be kidding me. I jinxed it, didn't I?
You absolutely jinxed it.
My heart can't take this back and forth, honestly.
But wait, 14's already gone clear again, so it's flickering, not spreading.
So we're back to the disco. Green, yellow, green, up the lap.
And until it holds clean for a full lap, Antonelli still can't commit to a thing up front. 15's clear now. Clear now too.
Okay, I'm not saying anything this time.
Smart, just watch.
But if it holds one more sector, that's the whole lap green, right?
That's the whole lap green. And then Antonelli can finally build a gap. Right, note from the stewards. Albon, car 23, being investigated after the race.
After the race, so no penalty right now?
Not yet. It's a car safety lights issue. Technical, not driving.
Oh, that's it. Phew, I was bracing for something ugly.
Nothing dramatic. They'll sort the paperwork later. Won't touch his race today. And there it is. 16's clear.
So that's the full lap green now, right? Say it. I can't.
Say it. It's clean. Whole lap, all green.
Yes, finally. No more disco.
Which means Antonelli can stop tiptoeing and actually stretch his legs out front. Oh, hang on. Double yellow, Sector 17.
You're kidding me. We just celebrated.
Double this time, not single. That's more serious.
Double yellow means what? Someone off, something on the track.
Could be a car stopped, could be debris. Either way, no overtaking through there and lift off.
So much for stretching his legs. Antonelli's back to tiptoeing.
And this one's not flickering. Let's see if it holds before we panic. Okay, there it goes. Sector 17's clear.
Green again. I'm getting whiplash here.
Whatever it was, it's gone. Track's clean again.
So now can he stretch his legs? For real this time?
No, don't say another word.
Oh, you have got to be joking. Double yellow, Sector 18 now.
Right next door to 17. Same trouble, maybe just moving down the track.
My heart cannot take this roller coaster. Green, yellow, green, yellow.
Whatever's out there, it's not settling. Antonelli lifts off again through 18, no overtaking, and everyone behind holds station. There it is, 18's clear now, but look, double yellow lights up in 19.
It's crawling down the track. 17, 18, now 19.
That's the pattern. Whatever it is, it's on the move. Or the marshals are chasing it down the road.
So debris getting swept along maybe? Something rolling?
Could be. A loose piece of bodywork skittering down with the airflow would trip each sector in order. Exactly like this.
Well, at least nobody's stopped in the barriers. That's the good news, right?
Right. No car reported off, so breathe, but Antonelli's still lifting through 19 now, no overtaking, and everyone stays honest behind him. And 19's green. That's it, the whole chain has cleared behind it.
Finally, the roller coaster's pulling into the station.
Whatever was rolling down the track has gone. All clear, top to bottom.
So say it with me. Now he can stretch his legs.
I'm not saying it. Last time I jinxed us. But yes, Antonelli's got clean air ahead at last. Oh, you have got to be kidding me.
No, don't tell me 17 again.
Double yellow, sector 17. Right back where it started.
Bah, I literally just said it. I jinxed us. And you didn't even say the words this time.
So either it rolled all the way down and blew back up the hill, or there's a second piece we haven't seen.
Wait, could there be two things out there?
Possible. But nobody is off in the barriers, so keep the panic in the box. Antonelli's going to be lifting through 17 any second now. And 17's green again.
Oh, here we go. Round 2 of the roller coaster.
Clear in sector 17. Whatever it was, gone. For now.
For now, don't you dare.
I said nothing. But Antonelli's got a clean run through there this time, and he's not lifting anymore. And double yellow now. Sector 16 this time.
Oh, come on. It's marching up the hill now.
It's tracking backwards through the sectors. 17, now 16. Something's genuinely loose out there.
So it's not one piece sitting still. It's moving?
Or the marshals are chasing it up the order. Either way, nobody's in the barriers, so stay calm. And 16's green, cleared.
Phew. Okay, but my nerves are shot, honestly.
Okay, breathe. Let's talk about the man out front, because Antonelli on pole at Spa is a real story.
The kid keeps doing this to us. Youngest around here in ages, honestly.
And Spa is not a forgiving place to lead. That long run up through Eau Rouge and Raidillon, then the Kemmel straight. He's a sitting duck for the toe.
That's the bit that scares me. Verstappen right behind him.
Exactly. Whoever leads into Les Combes on lap 1 is the one who probably got it wrong, not right. Talking of the toe, look who's 5th. Hamilton, right behind Leclerc.
Oh, the Ferrari sandwich. Leclerc 4th, Hamilton right on his gearbox.
And that's a proper storyline. 2 Ferraris nose to tail, but they can't afford to fight each other up that hill.
Because if they squabble, who cleans up?
Piastri, 6th, sitting there patiently, waiting for exactly that. Quick note from race control. Rain risk for the race is just 10%.
10% at Spa? That's practically a guarantee of sunshine by local standards.
Right? This place usually laughs at the forecast, but 10% means everyone commits to slicks and stops second guessing.
So no rain roulette today, just clean, straight-up racing.
For now. I'd still keep half an eye on the far end of the circuit. It can be dry here and pouring at Stavelot. One thing worth flagging before lights out. Russell in 3rd. Best placed Mercedes adjacent threat behind the Antonelli story.
And he's right in the tow train too, isn't he?
He is. 3rd into Eau Rouge means he gets a run at whoever slips coming out of Les Combes.
So he's the vulture. Let the front 2 scrap, then pounce.
Little detail from the grid. Sainz took a penalty for power unit changes. 5th driver this weekend to do it.
5th, everyone's just swallowing grid drops here.
It's Spa. If you're going to take a fresh engine anywhere this season, you do it at the track that's easiest to overtake on.
Ah, so it's not desperation, it's homework. Take the hit where you can climb back.
The story nobody's talking about, Antonelli. On pole at Spa, in a car with the entire pack itching to slipstream past him.
Oh, that's a brutal place to lead from, isn't it? You're basically a sitting duck up the hill.
Exactly. Pole into Eau Rouge means you tow the guy behind you straight up to Les Combes.
So Verstappen in 2nd is licking his lips already.
He'll want that DRS the instant it opens. First lap could rearrange everything before turn 5. Interesting one just behind the top 3. Leclerc 4th, Hamilton 5th. 2 Ferraris nose to tail.
Ooh, that's a spicy little internal battle waiting to happen.
And Piastri 6th, which is the real head-scratcher. He's got the pace, just not the grid slot today.
So he's the one with everything to gain, tucked back in 6th.
Exactly. Watch how aggressive he is on lap 1. He can't afford to sit in traffic here.
And hey, if you're enjoying the ride with us, hit subscribe and drop a like. Genuinely helps us out.
One thing to keep an eye on before lights out. Track temps only 26 degrees. That's cool for Spa.
And that matters for the start, right?
Big time. Cooler tyres mean less grip off the line. Whoever gets heat into them fastest gets the jump.
So the launch is a bit of a lottery today.
A little. And on a run that long up to Eau Rouge, a slow getaway is basically an invitation.
Oh man, the poor guy on pole again. Everything conspiring against him.
Welcome to leading at Spa. It's the one track where being first is almost a disadvantage. Quick one before we get going. Sainz takes a grid drop today for power unit changes.
Oh, that's rough. Fifth driver to cop one this weekend, right?
Fifth, yeah. Spa's brutal on engines, so teams gamble on the penalties here.
Makes sense. Long, full throttle sections just cook everything.
And with that back of grid start, he's basically got a free strategy run. Nothing to lose. Here's a story nobody's talking about. Antonelli on pole at Spa. Rookie, front row, and he's got Verstappen breathing down his neck.
Oh, that's a huge ask for a kid. Leading the pack into Eau Rouge with Max right there.
It's the deep end, no question. But he earned that slot on merit, so the pace is real.
Still, man, my nerves for him. That first run down to Les Combes is going to feel like forever.
And that's exactly where Verstappen will pounce if there's a sniff of a slipstream.
Last lap, Kimi Antonelli leads at Spa, and I cannot believe what I'm watching.
He's kept Leclerc just out of DRS range through Eau Rouge. Composure beyond his years.
Leclerc's throwing everything at him up the Kemmel Straight. Come on, Charles!
He needed to be closer out of the bus stop. He's not. That's the whole battle right there.
And Verstappen sitting third, just watching them scrap.
Nothing to gain by taking risks now. He banks the podium and moves on.
Behind them, look at Piastri. He's all over the back of Verstappen now.
He's got fresher legs on those tyres, but Verstappen's traction out of the corners is holding him off.
Final corners now. Antonelli just needs to hold it together to the line.
One clean lap, that's all, and he's been clean all afternoon.
Down through Blanchimont now, last time of asking.
Watch Hamilton, though. He's crept right onto Piastri's gearbox in fifth.
Oh, he has. Where did he come from?
Been quietly reeling him in the whole lap. Too little too late, but the pace is real.
Up the hill to La Source for the final time. Antonelli's got it.
That's the line. His first win, and at Spa of all places.
19 years old, taking Eau Rouge flat with Leclerc breathing down his neck all lap. Unreal.
And he never blinked, not once. That's the part that impresses me.
Leclerc second, Verstappen third, banks the podium just like you said.
Smart racing. And keep an eye on that Hamilton to Piastri fight over the line. That gap barely mattered, but the pace tells the story for next week.
And even right at the death, there's a move down the order. Gasly grabbing 10th on the final lap.
That's a championship point right there. Never waste a lap, that's the lesson.
Snuck past 11th to steal the last point on the board. Love that.
Small margins. That 1 point could look very big by the end of the season.
Wait, hold on, the order's not settled. Verstappen's got Leclerc.
There it is. He snatched second back off Leclerc right at the death.
Oh, so it's Antonelli, then Verstappen, then Leclerc drops to third.
Never gives up an inch, that man. That's why he's a champion.
And down the order, Bortolito's the one who took 10th, not Gasly.
Right, that's the corrected order. Bortolito steals the final point at the flag.
Oh man, I got ahead of myself there. So it's Bortoleto with the point.
And there's a note from race control. Sainz had a lap deleted, track limits at turn 4.
Cost him back on lap 5. Didn't matter now, but worth flagging.
Small margins again, exactly what we've been saying all afternoon.
And that's the flag. Antonelli takes it at 19 years old, here at Spa of all places.
A maiden win at the most demanding track on the calendar. That tells you everything about the kid.
Do you realise what that means? Youngest winner around this circuit, surely.
Right up there. And to do it holding Verstappen and Leclerc off all race. That's no fluke.
Give me the Hamilton to Piastri one more time. Where'd that end?
Piastri 4th, Hamilton 5th. The gap was nothing but the McLaren just had the edge on pace late on. Quick thought on Verstappen there. He didn't have the pace to catch Antonelli, but he made sure he grabbed everything he could behind him.
That late move on Leclerc, you mean?
Exactly. Second instead of third at Spa is worth real points come the end of the year.
And Leclerc's got to be gutted. He led that fight for so long and lost it on the last lap.
Wait, hold on, race control's back on this.
Oh, don't tell me.
It's Gasly. He takes 10th back off Bortoleto after all.
Are you serious? So it flips again. Gasly with the final point.
That's the confirmed one. He's up to 10th from 11th.
Phew, I gave that point away twice now, honestly.
Small margins, remember? You said it yourself. Quick word on Lawson. 6th on the road there. Quietly one of his best drives in a while.
You know, I barely mentioned him all afternoon. That's the compliment, isn't it?
Exactly. No mistakes, no drama, kept it clean around here of all places.
Spa punishes the tiniest wobble to bring it home 6th with no fuss. Tidy. Last lap now, and it's Antonelli who takes it. First-time winner at Spa.
And what a place to do it. Spa doesn't hand these out to anyone.
19 years old, holding off Verstappen and Leclerc for 9 laps. Take a bow.
The composure is what gets me. No lockups, no wild defending. Just clean, quick laps when it mattered.
You feel like we just watched something, don't you?
We did, remember that name. One thing before we wrap. Look back at that Piastri and Hamilton scrap.
4th and 5th, right? They were nose to tail the whole way.
They were, but the numbers tell the story. Piastri's mediums were falling off 0.22 a lap faster than Hamilton's.
So Hamilton was actually coming back at him.
Slowly. Piastri lost about a 10th of grip every lap, while Lewis kept finding it. One more lap and that might have flipped.
Oh man, imagine that. We nearly had a 6th battle to shout about.
And there it is, you spoke it into existence.
Hamilton gets him. 4th place. He found the way past Piastri right at the death.
One more lap was all he needed. Exactly like the tyres told us.
Oh man, called it a minute ago and it just happened. Beautiful.
Piastri's mediums finally gave out. Nothing he could do about it.
Wait, hold on. Race control's flagging something at turn 5.
Cars 16 and 81. Leclerc and Piastri noted for a collision.
Oh no, did we miss contact back there? Are they okay?
Looks like both kept it going, but that's under investigation now.
After everything Piastri's already lost today, losing the tyres, then Hamilton, and now this.
Rough end to his afternoon. Let's see what the stewards make of the turn 5 moment before we judge anyone.
Yeah, first things first. Glad they both came away from it. Final lap coming up. Antonelli's out front, holding this from Verstappen.
And look further back. So, that Colapinto and Gasly scrap is quietly the best fight on track.
Oh, what are the numbers saying?
Both on 9-lap mediums. Gasly's actually the quicker of the two right now, but his tyres dropping 0.13 a lap faster than Colapinto's.
So Gasly's got to make it stick now, or the rubber's gone.
Exactly. 1 lap left. No time to save it. It's all or nothing. Okay, hold on. Breaking news from the stewards.
What have they got?
5-second penalty for Hamilton, causing a collision.
Wait, Hamilton, not Leclerc?
Car 44. It was his incident, not the turn 5-1 we were watching.
Oh man, so that gorgeous pass on Piastri might just cost him 4th place.
5 seconds added at the flag. If Piastri finishes within that gap, he gets the spot back.
After we celebrated that move too, oh, that stings. And there's Norris, up into 7th, muscling past on the last lap.
Late lunge, but he made it clean. Position 8 to 7, right at the death.
Oh, he was not going to settle for 8th, was he?
No chance. When the flag's this close, you take the risk. Nothing to lose. Watch that Antonelli line into the final chicane. He hasn't put a wheel wrong all lap.
First win right here at Spa. What a place to do it.
And Verstappen's close, but not close enough. He needed the DRS train to work, and it just didn't.
Kids kept his cool with the 7-time champ breathing down his neck. That's the story.
Keep an eye on that Colapinto and Gasly scrap too. The data's telling a story.
Go on, what's it saying?
Colapinto's medium is holding better. He's dropping 0.2 a lap. Gasly's losing nearly 3.
So Gasly's tyres falling off a cliff at exactly the wrong moment.
Right. And it's worse behind. Bortolito's dropping almost 0.4 a lap. That whole train's fading together. Oh, and there it is. Perez loses a lap time. Track limits at turn 4, lap 9.
Deleted now on the last lap.
It's just been reviewed. The lap was set earlier. They're only confirming it now.
Ah, the paperwork catches up. Doesn't change his race, right?
No, just a scrub lap time. But turn 4's been biting people all afternoon. Last lap now. And look at Leclerc. 3rd is safe, but he's tucked right up to Verstappen.
Ooh, is there one last dive coming for 2nd?
He'd need a mistake. Verstappen's covering the inside into every corner.
And behind them, Sainz all the way down here after that grid drop for the power unit.
5th driver to take one this weekend. The engines are really struggling around here.
Coming down to it now, Antonelli's got the flag in sight.
And watch Gasly and Colapinto through the last sector. That tyre gap we talked about, this is where it bites.
Gasly's losing 0.3 a lap, so Colapinto should be reeling him in, right?
On paper, yes, but there's no time left to use it. One more lap and he'd have him.
Story of the day, the pace was there, the laps ran out.
Exactly. Colapinto managed that medium beautifully, just not enough asphalt left to cash it in.
And here it is, Antonelli takes the flag. What a drive from the young Italian.
Lights to flag, pole to victory. That's a statement, and it stretches his championship lead too.
19 years old, holding off Verstappen all afternoon. Cool as you like.
And Verstappen never got the mistake he needed. Leclerc shadowed him to the line, but third it stays. Quick look back at the Leclerc-Hamilton fight. Leclerc was quicker all stint, losing 11/100ths a lap versus Hamilton's 7.
So the gap between them was actually growing.
Slightly, yeah. Same medium, but Leclerc just had that little bit more in hand.
And still he chose to chase Verstappen instead. Cheeky.
Nothing to lose on the last lap. You throw it at the leader, not the guy behind you.
Oh, and I almost missed it. Perez pitted right at the death. Lap 12.
27.6 seconds stationary. That's not a pit stop, that's a coffee break.
Ha ha ha, 27 seconds. What on earth happened there?
Something went wrong on the car, clearly. You don't sit there that long by choice on the final lap.
So he basically threw away whatever was left of his race.
There was nothing left to throw. 1 lap to go and he boxes anyway. That's a car problem, not a strategy call. One thing worth flagging on Verstappen, his tyre held better than Leclerc's all stint.
How much better?
12/100ths a lap. Verstappen basically flat, Leclerc dropping 11/100th.
So even if it went one more lap, Leclerc doesn't get him.
Probably not. The pace was fading at exactly the wrong moment.
That's Spa for you. 13 laps and it still felt like it went by in a blink. 1 lap to go and Antonelli is about to seal it. Pole to the flag, this kid.
Textbook. He led every lap that mattered and never gave Verstappen a sniff.
And this extends his championship lead, right?
It does. He came here on pole aiming to stretch it and he's done exactly that.
Composure like that at his age, honestly, where does it come from?
Managed the mediums beautifully. No drama, no lockups, just clean laps front to back.
Last lap and look at Hamilton in 4th. He's been quietly reeling Leclerc in.
He has, but he's out of road now. 1 lap left, no DRS train to help him.
Shame that could have been a real scrap with a couple more laps.
That's the thing about a short race. The strategy never gets time to bite.
And behind them, the McLaren pair just sitting 5th and 6th, nowhere to go.
Piastri ahead of Norris and it stayed that way. Not the Spa either of them wanted.
Here we go, the final lap unfolding at Spa and Antonelli is home free.
Look at Verstappen though. He's not throwing it away chasing a lost cause. Sensible.
Yeah, banking the second, keeping it clean, that's a mature drive from Max.
And remember his tyre held on better than Leclerc's all afternoon. He didn't need to push at the end.
Oh, and quick one. If you're enjoying the ride, hit subscribe and drop a like. It genuinely helps us out.
Watch that final run through Eau Rouge though. Even on tired mediums, they're still committing flat.
Oh, and late drama down the order. Colapinto's got to move on.
9th place snatched on the final lap. He came from 10th.
Talk about timing it to the flag. He waited all race and pounced right at the death.
That's a scrappy point-adjacent battle, but you love to see it. No settling for 10th.
Cheeky. Nobody wants to cross the line without a fight, do they?
Never. Even at the back, 1 spot matters. That's the racer's brain.
Oh, and another one. Bortolito's got 10th now.
Up from 11th, right at the flag. The rookies are having a moment.
2 late moves in the space of a lap down there. This is brilliant.
And it makes sense. His mediums held on better all stint, remember? 0.2 a lap fresher than Hadjar's hards at the end.
So he had the grip to pounce when it mattered.
Exactly. He saved it, then spent it. Textbook. Wait, Hadjar's fired straight back. He's got 10th again.
Oh, you're kidding me. They're trading it back and forth down there.
So much for the hard tyre being slower. He found a way past on the final lap.
Round and round they go. This lower order scrap is better than the podium fight, honestly.
And speaking of tired days, Gasly's already parked it. 24 seconds in the pits last lap. His race was long over.
Ouch, 24 seconds. That's a slow one.
Whatever went wrong there, it cost him. But up front, this is done. Antonelli takes it.
And look at this. Sainz pitting on lap 14, 34.8 seconds.
That's not a pit stop, that's a repair job.
34 seconds. You could brew a coffee in that time.
Something broke, or they were fixing something. Nobody stops that long by choice.
Final lap now, and up front, it's Antonelli. What a day for the kid.
Pole to victory at Spa. That's the statement of a championship leader.
And Verstappen, tucked in second, couldn't quite find a way through.
He never had the pace on the day. Leclerc, holding third, is the quiet story. Kept Hamilton at arm's length the whole stint. And there he goes again. Hadjar's now up to 8th from 10th.
That man is on a mission on the final lap. He will not sit still.
That hard tyre we doubted? It's carrying him past everyone in these closing corners.
And behind him, Bortoletto's picking them off too. 10th, then 9th. Boom, boom.
2 spots on the last lap. The kid's got nothing to lose and he's just sending it.
Oh, this is the fight I signed up for. The back end is on fire while the front cruises home.
Told you, the real racing was never up front today.
And now Hülkenberg into 10th on the final lap. He's not letting Bortoletto have all the fun.
Everyone at the back has woken up at the same time. It's chaos back there.
From 11th to 10th, right at the death, this whole midfield is throwing everything at it.
That's what the final lap does. Nothing to save, tyres be damned, just send it and see. So that's it up front. Antonelli takes the flag from pole to victory.
18 years old at Spa, leading the championship. Come on, that's a fairy tale.
And it wasn't lucky. He controlled Verstappen the entire way, never flustered.
Meanwhile, Leclerc quietly banks third at his home team's happy hunting ground.
Kept Hamilton behind on identical machinery. That's the drive nobody will talk about tomorrow, but they should. Wait, hold on, look at this.
Oh, Leclerc goes for second, right at the flag. He's done it, past Verstappen into second.
Where did that come from? He'd been sitting third the whole race.
The drive nobody was going to talk about. Well, now they have to.
Verstappen had nothing left, and Leclerc just pounced. Perfect timing.
And it's not over. Hamilton snatches third as well. The Ferraris are flying at the death.
Both of them 1-2 on the final lap. That's a statement from Maranello.
And behind, Piastri up to 4th, Norris into 5th. Everyone's shuffling on the last lap.
Verstappen's the big loser here. Dropped from second all the way back, nothing left in the tank.
Oh man, what a finish. Chaos from front to back on that final tour.
Told you, the real racing was never up front. Turns out today it was everywhere. And now it makes sense. Look at this. Verstappen pitted on lap 17.
Wait, the last lap. He boxed with basically nothing left to gain.
23.1 seconds stationary. That's why he had nothing at the flag. He'd thrown the position away himself.
Oh man, so it wasn't even Leclerc pouncing. Verstappen handed it over on a plate.
A bit of both. But yeah, a 23-second stop on lap 17. Somebody's got some explaining to do. Don't lose the story at the front though. Antonelli's about to take this.
The 19-year-old on pole this morning, leading it home. That's the headline nobody saw coming.
And he extends his championship lead doing it. Ice cold for a kid that age.
1 lap to go and he hasn't put a wheel wrong all day, has he?
Not one. While everyone behind was throwing punches, he just drove away. Wait, virtual safety car. Something's happened out there.
Oh no, double yellows in the final 2 sectors. Right at the death.
Sectors 18 and 19. That's the run to the line. Someone's stopped or gone off.
Hope everyone's okay. That's the priority right now. Forget the positions.
Agreed. But it does freeze the race. Everyone has to lift. No more overtaking under the VSC.
So all that last lap chaos, that's basically it? Positions locked?
If the yellows hold, yes. Antonelli cruises home and nobody behind can make another move. Marshall's on track at turn 17 now. That confirms it. Someone stopped right there.
Right at the run to the flag, of all the places.
But look, Sector 18's cleared and Sector 19 too.
Oh good, so the track's opening back up as they cross the line.
Exactly. The hazard's clear. The marshals have done their job fast.
So Antonelli gets a clean run to the checkered after all. Phew.
He does. And nothing changes behind. The VSC froze it all when it mattered. And there it is, VSC ending, track is clear.
Green flag for the final run. Antonelli, take it home.
Nothing to defend though, the gap's already there. He just needs to cross the line.
One corner at a time, kid. Don't do anything silly now.
He won't. Oh, and did you catch Stroll's stop back on lap 17? 31.6 seconds.
31? Ouch, what went wrong there?
Way off the median of 20 odd. Something stuck on that stop, cost him a chunk of the race.
And Antonelli crosses the line. Race winner at Spa.
Beautifully managed. And you know what the sweet part is? His stint pace minus 0.02 a lap on the mediums.
Barely dropping off at all, so he had it in hand the whole way.
Pretty much. Leclerc was actually a touch quicker, minus 0.03, but never close enough to strike.
And this kid's extending his championship lead now, pole to flag.
Textbook weekend, nothing left on the table.
And there's movement. Piastri gets Norris, grabs third back.
McLaren shuffling their own two around in the closing laps. Piastri and Norris trading places.
Norris slots into fourth, right behind him. Teammates having a proper scrap to the flag.
And keep an eye on Hamilton. Lap 18, that 2028 had a lap deleted. Track limits at turn 4.
So he was pushing hard, ran a bit wide.
Chasing Leclerc for the lead, over the white line at turn 4. No lasting damage, but it cost him the time.
And Behrman's on the move too, up into the top 10.
Nice late gain for him. Everyone squeezing the last dropout on this final tour.
And the scrap for 10th is alive. Albon and Behrman trading that final point spot.
Both came from 11th. This one's changing hands lap by lap.
Behrman had it, then Albon grabbed it back. This is for the last point, on the very last lap.
That's what you love to see. Two guys refusing to settle when the flag's basically in sight. Wait. And there's the answer to why Albon's back in the fight. He boxed on lap 18.
22.6 seconds stationary. On lap 18, that's a chunk.
Slow one too. The median's around 20.6, so he lost a couple extra there.
So he's on fresher rubber for this last lap slugfest with Behrman.
Exactly. That grip's what's letting him keep dragging 10th back off him.
And back it comes. Norris reclaims third off Piastri.
There it is. That's the tyre story landing on the last lap.
Oh man, they've swapped this, 3 times now?
And this one might stick. Piastri's mediums are falling 0.21 a lap faster.
So Norris finally has the legs to hold it.
On the hards, yeah. Right car, right rubber, right moment.
And out front, Leclerc has this. Ferrari leading into the last corners at Spa.
He never put a wheel wrong. Hamilton chased hard, but that turn 4 moment sealed it.
A Ferrari 1-2 on the cards here.
And think about the pole story. Antonelli started up front. Now he's 5th. That's a long way to slide.
Yeah, what happened to his afternoon?
Just couldn't hold the pace once the tyres went off. The young ones learn that the hard way here.
Hang on, wait, the whole board just flipped. Norris is leading.
Because Leclerc boxed. Lap 20, a 23.1 second stop.
On the last lap run-in? Oh, that's thrown everything up in the air.
There goes your Ferrari 1-2. That's the pit lane rewriting the podium.
And Antonelli, up to second. The kid we just wrote off is back into second.
See, that's why you never bury them. Fresh air, clean lap, and he's flying.
And Leclerc's clawing back, he's up to second again. Verstappen's 4th.
That undercut had teeth. 23 seconds cost him track position, but the grip's paying it straight back.
My heart, honestly. Norris out front, Leclerc charging on the very last lap at Spa.
This is what fresh rubber does when the flag's in sight. Beautiful chaos.
Track's all clear through sector 15. No yellows, no drama. This one runs to the flag clean.
Good. Means Norris can just drive it home now.
Last time down to Eau Rouge. Can Leclerc do anything on those fresh tyres?
Not enough road left. The undercut gave him second back, but the win's gone.
So Norris leads Leclerc, Antonelli 3rd. What a final lap this has been.
Chaos when it counted. Exactly what Spa promised. And there it is, virtual safety car ending. We're green all the way to the line.
So it's a straight sprint to the flag now. Norris just has to keep it clean.
With the VSC gone, Leclerc gets his throttle back, but he's out of corners to use it.
One last dash down the Kemmel straight. Come on, give me one more move.
He won't get there. Norris manages the gap, and that's the race.
And while the front's decided, look further back. Lindblad's on a charge.
2 spots in a handful of corners, 10th then 9th. That's a rookie who's found his rhythm late.
And Lawson too, up into 10th. The midfield's throwing punches on the last lap.
Those late stops opened the door. Hadjar and Bortoleto boxed on lap 20, and the traffic behind just pounced.
So the podium's set, but the scrap for the points is anything but.
That's the beauty of it. The wind's locked, and there's still real racing to watch.
Norris takes it. Leclerc second, Antonelli third. What a way to end at Spa.
Clean, controlled, exactly how he needed it. And behind him, chaos right to the flag.
Oh, and the stewards have been looking at turn 5. Lindblad and Lawson, wheel to wheel.
Reviewed already. No further investigation.
So it stays as it is? Nobody gets punished?
Correct. They called it forcing another driver off, but decided it was hard racing, not a foul.
Phew, I'm glad. Honestly, you don't want a rookie's late charge wiped out by a penalty.
Exactly. Let them race it out on track. That's the right call here.
And that Lawson move sticks. 10th place, and Gasly had it for a moment too.
That's the last domino from the lap 20 stops. Every gap back there became a battle. Quick note on the top 4. Nobody's changing position now, but look at the tyre life. Verstappen's been hunting Antonelli the whole final stint.
He's right on his gearbox, isn't he? 4th to 3rd, that's the one that got away.
Half a second short. One more lap and maybe it's a different podium.
Oof, that's going to sting on the cool-down lap.
And remember, Antonelli started this weekend on pole. To hang on to the podium after that pressure, solid recovery for the kid. One thing worth flagging as we roll to the flag, Piastri in 5th. Very quiet afternoon for him.
Yeah, you barely heard his name today, and that's unusual.
5th, after those late stops shuffled everything. He just couldn't find a way past on this track.
Spa punishes you if you can't get the run out of Eau Rouge, doesn't it?
Exactly. No toe, no move, and nobody up front left him a gap to work with.
Final lap now, Norris out front, Leclerc holding second. This is it.
And Norris just needs to bring it home clean. No dramas, no lockups.
He's been immaculate all afternoon, hasn't he?
Flawless. When you've got a one-stop gap of 30 seconds behind you, you just manage it. And he did.
Leclerc a couple of car lengths back, but never really close enough to pounce.
No tow at the top of the hill. Same story we talked about with Piastri. Spa gives you nothing if you're not right on the gearbox. Oh, hang on, yes, the stewards just confirmed it. 5-second penalty for Hamilton.
Wait, for causing a collision? On the final lap, that's brutal timing.
Already served, apparently. But it still goes on his time at the flag.
So 6th on the road, does that hold?
It should. There's no one within 5 seconds behind him to worry about. He keeps the position.
Phew, a quiet day for him too, and now this little sting on the way home. And there it is, Norris takes the checkered flag at Spa.
Textbook. A win built entirely on that one-stop gap we kept talking about.
Second win vibes for him today, honestly untouchable.
What impressed me most? The tyre management. He never once had to defend.
Leclerc brings it home second, a proper result for Ferrari here.
And watch that back midfield scrap on the data. Gasly and Colapinto were split by 200ths a lap all stint.
200ths over a whole stint? That's ridiculous.
Gasly at 0.10 a lap, Colapinto 0.12. Basically nothing in it. Wait, hold on, the timing screen's shuffling.
What am I looking at?
Leclerc's got first. He's the one crossing the line ahead.
Oh, hang on, so I called that wrong. It's Leclerc who wins it at Spa.
That's the one. He had the gap all along. The 30 seconds we kept banging on about was his.
Pff, my mistake. I had Norris up top the whole time.
Easy to do when someone's this untouchable out front. Leclerc, flawless from lights to flag.
And Norris settles for second, right on his gearbox, but never the toe to make it stick.
Exactly what we said. Spa gives you nothing at the top of that hill if you're not glued on. Okay, hold the celebrations, but Peter, race controls flagged something.
What's come up?
Car 44, Hamilton. Noted for an unsafe release.
Oh no, during that pit stop, that's not what you want on your way to 6th.
Unsafe release means they let him go with traffic coming, someone in the pit lane, or a wheel not properly on.
So this could actually change his result.
It can. Usually a 5-second penalty. Sometimes worse if there was real danger. We wait for the stewards.
Man, and remember we said it was a quiet day for him? This is that little sting we mentioned coming home to roost.
Exactly that. 6th on the road, but not confirmed until they look at the release. While we wait on the stewards, look at Antonelli holding third.
Oh, the kid's had a day, hasn't he?
He started this thing on pole, remember? To convert that into a podium at Spa on race day. That's mature.
For a rookie at this place, that's serious composure.
And he kept Verstappen behind him the whole way. That's not nothing. Last lap now, and watch Piastri behind Verstappen. He's been within a second for 3 laps.
Ooh, is he going for it? 5th on the last lap would be spicy.
Down to Eau Rouge he's got the run, but Verstappen defends the inside like he always does.
And that's the thing at Spa. You commit through there, or you lose it all up the hill.
Piastri backs out. Smart. No reward in throwing away 5th on the final tour. And there's the word from the stewards. The Hamilton unsafe release will be investigated after the race.
Oh, so we don't get the answer at the flag.
No, they've deferred it. 6th is his on the road, but it's provisional.
So he crosses the line not even knowing where he's finished. That's brutal.
It happens. After race investigation usually means they want to check the telemetry and the pit lane footage properly.
A 5-second penalty could still drop him behind Piastri, right?
On the road, he's a good chunk clear, so it depends what they hand down. We'll be watching that timing screen long after everyone's home.
And here comes Leclerc to take the flag at Spa. A Ferrari win, and honestly, he controlled that beautifully.
He did. Never really looked flustered up front. Kept Norris just out of the DRS window when it mattered.
How big was the gap at the end, roughly?
Comfortable enough that a late safety car was his only worry, and it never came.
For Ferrari at this place, that's a special one, isn't it?
It always is. Spa rewards a car that's stable through the fast stuff, and they clearly had it today. And don't sleep on Antonelli holding on to that podium. 3rd at Spa, that's a proper result for the youngster.
Especially after he started up front, right? He qualified on pole here.
He did. Couldn't quite convert it, but keeping Verstappen behind for a podium, that's a mature drive.
Oh, I love seeing that. Kid's got ice in his veins.
Quick one worth flagging before we wrap. That Gasly and Colapinto scrap in the midfield.
Oh yeah, they were glued together for ages. Who came out on top?
Gasly, just. His pace was a fraction better, minus 0.05 a lap over the stint.
That's tiny. How does that even settle it?
Colapinto's tyre was falling away at that same rate faster. Over 6 or 7 clean laps, that adds up.
So it wasn't one big move, it was the rubber quietly giving out under him.
Exactly. Undramatic, but that's where the race was really decided back there.
And hey, if you're enjoying the ride with us, hit subscribe and drop a like. It genuinely helps us out. So we're done on track, but not done watching, right?
Not until the stewards clear that Hamilton release. Keep one eye on the timing screen.
Wait, hold on. Antonelli's on the move. He's gone through on Norris. That's 2nd place on the very last lap.
Oh, brilliant timing. He had the fresher legs all along.
The kid just refused to settle for 3rd. Where did that come from?
Remember his tyre was holding up better through the stint? There's your payoff.
And Leclerc takes the flag. Winner in Belgium from pole to checkered.
Wire to wire, near enough. He controlled that from the front all afternoon.
So it's Leclerc, Antonelli, Norris on the podium. Phew, what a finish.
And spare a thought for Norris. He loses 2nd on the very last lap. That'll sting.
Verstappen 4th, right there but never quite close enough.
His medium was just gone by the end. No answer for the fresher cars ahead. So while we wait on the stewards, look at Piastri in 5th.
Yeah, quiet afternoon for him by his standards, wasn't it?
His medium never came alive. He couldn't get within striking range of Verstappen all stint.
And Hamilton 6th, still with that release hanging over him. My nerves, honestly.
While we wait, look back at the Norris and Verstappen fight. Norris's tyre was actually gaining, minus 0.07 a lap.
So he was getting stronger as it went on.
Exactly. Verstappen was fading plus 0.02, dropping off nearly a 10th quicker each lap.
That's why Max could never make the jump on Lando. The rubber just wasn't there.
And yet, Norris still lost 2nd at the flag. Cruel little detail, isn't it? One thing worth flagging while it's settling. Antonelli started this thing on pole, remember?
Oh, that's right. The kid put it on pole and ends up 2nd.
Lost the lead early to Leclerc, but held on for the whole race. That's a serious drive from someone so young.
From pole to the podium, and he's what, still a teenager? Unreal.
And that late move on Norris tells you the temperament's already there. And here's the winner. Leclerc controlled from the front all afternoon.
He took the lead off Antonelli early and just never looked back, did he?
No, once he was clear, he managed the gap perfectly. Textbook stuff at a track that punishes any mistake.
And Spa of all places, you get one wobble at Eau Rouge and it's over.
Exactly. To lead here for that long in the dry and never give them a sniff, that's a proper win.
Wait, hold on the last lap, Verstappen's got Norris again. He's through. Max takes third back on the final tour.
There it is. That's the fade we talked about. Norris's tyre was gaining, but not enough on the last lap.
Oh man, after all that, Lando loses the place at the death again?
Cruel, like I said. Verstappen finds one clean lap when it counts and pounces.
Heartbreak for Norris, honestly, so close, and it slips away twice.
So that's the flag. Leclerc takes it, Antonelli second, and Verstappen snatches third on that very last lap.
What a finish. And spare a thought for Piastri in fifth. Quietly there all day, never really in the fight up front.
He was, but look at that pace. Norris was running 0.06 a lap quicker over the stint. The car had more, they just couldn't unlock the track position.
And Hamilton sixth, a bit anonymous by his standards at Spa, no?
A track he owns historically. Today, he never had the tyre to attack. Sometimes the story is just quiet damage limitation. Quick shout for the midfield scrap that flew under the radar. Lawson versus Gasly.
Oh, that was a proper one. Nose to tail the whole stint, wasn't it?
Basically identical pace. Lawson at minus 0.02 a lap. Gasly flat. Nobody blinked.
So it just came down to who nailed the clean laps.
Exactly. When two cars are that evenly matched, track position is everything, and neither could break the other. One thing worth flagging on Piastri, his tyre was falling off a cliff at the end.
Yeah, how bad?
Over 1/4 of a second, a lap faster degradation than Norris. That's massive over a stint.
So even if he'd been up there, he couldn't have held them off.
Not a chance, that rubber was done. Norris just managed his far better.
Oh, and right at the flag, Gasly grabs 10th.
There it is. After all that stalemate with Lawson, he's the one who sneaks the point.
So the last laps did have a twist after all.
Told you, when the pace is that even, it only takes one clean lap. He finally found it.
Oh, hang on, scratch that. Colapinto's just nicked 10th back off Gasly.
Wait, really? On the last lap?
Right at the death. Franco goes from 11th to 10th. The point swings again.
Oh, that's cruel for Gasly. He finally finds the clean lap and it gets taken right back.
What a twist. We said it only takes one lap. Turns out it took one more.
That's Colapinto's point then. Beautiful timing. Sometimes the last corner is the only one that matters.
And there it is. Leclerc takes the checkered flag at Spa.
A brilliant drive. He controlled that from the front and never gave Antonelli a sniff.
Speaking of Antonelli, pole yesterday, second today. What a weekend for the kid.
Genuinely. To convert that pole into a podium at a track this demanding, that's not luck, that's maturity.
And Verstappen quietly grabbing third. You almost forget he's there sometimes.
That's the scary part. Off the pace all weekend and still on the podium. You know what won that duel though? The tyre data. Leclerc's rubber was dropping about 1/10 a lap faster than Antonelli's.
Wait, so the kid actually had the fresher tyre at the end?
Basically, yes. Antonelli's degradation was almost flat, minus 1/100th a lap. Leclerc's was climbing.
So how did Leclerc hold him off?
Track position and clean air. Out front, you control the gap. Antonelli never got close enough to make the pace advantage count. Oh, and it's not done yet. Norris just grabbed 7th on the cooldown. No, wait, that's a real move.
Lando muscles passed into 7th. Even on the last lap, he's fighting for it.
That's the mentality, isn't it? 8th to 7th means nothing for the title today, but he takes it anyway.
He just refuses to settle. Love that from him.
Quick shout for Hadjar too. 6th at Spa, that's a proper result for him.
Oh, he's been so tidy today, hasn't he? Nothing flashy, just points on the board.
Exactly. And Piastri 4th, keeping himself in the title conversation without a podium.
That's the championship game, isn't it? Bad days where you still bank the points.
Every single time. Titles are won on the weekends you don't win.
Final lap now, Leclerc bringing it home. First win of the day at Spa.
And a well-earned one. He nailed the one thing he had to, track position.
That first pit stop must feel like a lifetime ago now. 30 seconds of pure tension every time.
30.5 on the median. And that's exactly why nobody wanted to blink first.
So the whole race hinged on staying out and holding your window.
Pretty much. Undercut costs you 30 seconds of clean air pace you can't get back here. Little footnote from qualifying. Antonelli started this thing on pole, remember?
Oh, that's right, and he finishes second. So close to converting.
Track position giveth, track position taketh away. Leclerc got the jump early and never handed it back.
Still, what a weekend for the kid. Pole at Spa and a runner-up.
For his age at this circuit, that's a statement drive. One thing worth flagging before the flag. Leclerc's tyre was dropping off, remember? 0.08, a lap faster than Antonelli's.
So he was hanging on there at the end.
A little. If this race were 2 laps longer, that gap starts to look very interesting.
Oh, don't say that. My heart couldn't have taken it, honestly.
That's why track position was everything. He built the buffer early and let the tyre fade behind it.
Textbook stuff. Manage the lead, never expose the weakness. And here it comes. Leclerc takes the checkered flag at Spa.
Deserved. Controlled it from the front all afternoon.
Antonelli second, Verstappen rounds out the podium. What a trio.
Quick footnote. Bottas boxed on lap 32, a slow one at 25.9, but he was out of the fight anyway.
Nothing was catching Leclerc today. Beautiful drive. Wait, Antonelli's gone through. He's got the lead.
On the last lap, Leclerc's tyre, that's the drop-off right there.
Oh, he called it. You said 2 laps longer, and look, he found one.
That's the 0.08 a lap. It finally caught up to Leclerc at the worst possible moment.
From pole to second to first on the final lap, my heart, honestly, I can't.
Breathe. But yeah, the kid just stole it at Spa. Unbelievable. And look at Antonelli's stint pace. Minus 0.01 a lap. He never faded.
That's the difference right there, isn't it?
Exactly. His tyre held its window while Leclerc slid away. Same rubber, totally different endings.
The margins in this sport, oh man, 1 lap and the whole story flips.
And spare a thought for Leclerc. Pole position. Led every lap but the last one.
Oh, that one's going to sting for a while.
Piastri quietly 4th, by the way. Never really had the pace to trouble the podium today.
And Hamilton 5th, Hadjar 6th, rounding out the top 6. Solid points there.
Interesting one down the order. That Gasly and Lawson battle. Dead even on stint pace. Minus 0.01 apiece.
Wait, identical down to the same 100th?
Basically, yeah. Whoever got track position was always going to hold it. No pace to force the move.
Track position at Spa, of all places. You'd think the slipstream would break that open. And here they come across the line. Antonelli takes it. What a way to close out 36 laps at Spa.
First win, and he does it on the last lap. That's a story that writes itself.
You mentioned his stint never faded. Is that just tyre management or raw pace?
Both, honestly. Minus 0.02 a lap means he was actually getting quicker while everyone else held steady.
Wait, quicker at the end of a stint.
That's the scary part. He had it in his pocket the whole time and just waited for Leclerc to blink. And just to underline it, 1 stop cost about 29.5 seconds today. That's the median across all the measured stops.
So getting that window right was everything.
Exactly. A slow stop and you're swallowed whole at Spa. There's nowhere to hide it back on track.
And for a 19-year-old to nail all of that on debut day at a win, come on.
That's the bit that impresses me most. The pace we knew about. The composure, that's rare. And spare a thought for Leclerc here, second, but he threw everything at it.
He really did. That tyre was falling away though, right?
0.06 a lap faster than Antonelli's drop-off. Over 14 clean laps, that adds up fast.
So the gap was never really his to close by the end.
No, physics made the call before the drivers did.
Oh, and quick one. If you're enjoying the ride with us, hit subscribe and drop a like. It genuinely helps. Verstappen hanging on to that final podium spot too. Quiet day for Max, weirdly.
Right. Quick note from race control. Hadjar just had a lap time deleted.
Oh, what happened?
Track limits at turn 19, lap 36. Ran wide chasing something.
On the very last push too. Doesn't cost him the position though, right?
No, he's still 6th. Just a slap on the wrist. But it tells you he was pushing to the edge.
1 lap to go, everyone's still squeezing every inch. I love it. Last lap now, the crowd's on their feet through Eau Rouge.
Watch Piastri behind Verstappen. He's been within a second, but never quite got the run.
Yeah, he needed that final podium and it's slipping away, isn't it?
Spa gives you one shot down the Kemmel straight. If you're not close through Eau Rouge, it's gone.
And he wasn't. Verstappen's got that 4th place buffer covered. Oh, and a late move down the order. Lindblad grabs 8th on the final lap.
Nice. Went from 9th, took his one shot down Kemmel and made it stick.
On the last lap of all laps, that's a rookie who wanted it.
Textbook Spa, honestly. If you time the run right, that straight does the work for you. Wait, hang on, it's not done back there.
Bortoleto, down the inside, grabs 8th on the final lap too.
Same trick, Kemmel straight, one shot, take it.
Oh man, the rookies are fighting to the very last corner. I love this. And there it is. Antonelli takes the checkered flag at Spa.
His first win. And at this circuit, of all places, what a moment.
A teenager winning at Spa-Francorchamps. Can you believe that?
Leclerc kept him honest all the way, but he never cracked. That's the story of the day. Oh, hang on, bit of news from race control.
Go on, what's happened?
Bortolito's lost a lap time. Deleted for track limits at turn 19, back on lap 37.
Ah, so his lap time gets scrubbed. Does that touch his position?
No, just the lap time itself. His 8th place from that last lap move still stands.
Phew, would have been cruel to lose it after a move like that.
He ran wide chasing it, that's all. Spa punishes you at turn 19 every time.
Every single time. But the result's safe, and what a day it's been.
Let's not lose the Verstappen story here. 3rd place, but look how he managed those tyres to hold off Piastri.
Yeah, Piastri was all over him late, wasn't he?
He was, but the data tells you why it didn't happen. Piastri's tyre was dropping about 0.06 a lap faster.
So the closer he got, the less he had to finish the job.
Exactly. You can hunt someone down and still not have the rubber left to pass. Verstappen read that perfectly. There's another quiet story down in 5th. Hamilton, after everything early on, brought it home.
Yeah, rough start to his day, wasn't it?
That first lap contact with Russell, that could have ended both their races. He recovered well to salvage 5th.
Russell out on lap 1 and Lewis fights back to the points. That's a hard day rescued. Wait, hold on, Hamilton's on the move. He's through into 4th, past Piastri on the penultimate lap.
There it is, that's the tyre difference we just talked about.
Oh man, from first lap contact to 4th place. What a recovery.
Piastri's rubber was done. He had nothing left to defend with. Hold on, race control's flagging something. Turn 18 incident. Cars 5 and 41.
Bortolito and Lindblad, what happened there?
Left the track and gained an advantage, that's the note. They're looking at it now.
Turn 18, right at the end of the lap. That's where you tuck the car back on and hope nobody's watching.
Well, somebody's always watching. If he kept a position off track, they'll want it handed back or a time penalty.
On the last lap that could actually shuffle the order down there.
It could. Nothing official yet, so let's not crown anyone. But keep your eye on that gap between the two of them.
And here's the flag. Kimi Antonelli takes it at Spa. What a drive.
His first Grand Prix win, and he does it here, of all places. Spa doesn't hand out anything for free.
19 years old, leading a Ferrari home behind him. Just wow.
And that last stint told the whole story. He managed his tyres beautifully, while Leclerc closed, but never quite had enough. Look at Verstappen on the podium in 3rd. Quietest race we've seen from him in a while.
Yeah, he just kind of managed it home, didn't he?
Nothing there to fight for once the Ferraris got ahead. He took the points and ran.
And still, a Mercedes wins at Spa with a 19-year-old. I'm not over it yet.
One thing worth flagging before we wrap. That midfield scrap between Lawson and Hülkenberg.
Oh, that was a proper stint-long battle, wasn't it?
Dead even. Both running minus 0.05 a lap. Neither one blinked.
So identical pace, and it just came down to who got track position first.
Exactly. When the pace is that matched, the pit stop decides it. And a stop's costing nearly 30 seconds today. And don't forget how this race started. Russell out on lap 1 after contact with Hamilton.
Oh, that changed everything, didn't it? Lap 1 and Mercedes lose a car.
They did, but the other Mercedes just won the thing, so they'll take it.
What a way to balance the books.
One more name I want to give some love to before we go. Hajar, 6th.
Quietly solid, wasn't he?
Really was. Kept it clean all day and brought home a genuinely useful haul of points.
And Hamilton in fourth after all that lap 1 drama. That's a decent recovery in itself. Last lap coming up now, and Antonelli's got this in hand. Leclerc's not close enough.
He crossed a second and a half back on that last split. It's done.
19 years old, leading into Eau Rouge on the final lap at Spa. Just let that sink in.
And what impresses me most, no panic. He drove that final stint like a veteran.
Piastri fifth, quietly. Feels like he never quite got going today, did he?
No pace when it mattered. He'll want to forget this one and reset.
And here he comes to the line. Antonelli takes it. First win, and it's at Spa.
Composed from lights to flag, that's the mark of something special.
Leclerc second, a Ferrari on the podium at least. And Verstappen rounds out the top 3.
Verstappen quietly banking a solid third. Not the day they wanted, but points that matter. One thing worth flagging as they take the flag, that midfield scrap for the minor placings. Gasly and Lawson were nose-to-nose all stint.
Yeah, what did the pace tell you there?
Basically identical, both at minus 0.05 a lap over clean running. Neither could shake the other.
So it came down to track position the whole way.
Exactly. When you're that evenly matched, whoever's ahead stays ahead. No undercut, no gift. Quick one before we wrap. The Hadjar and Norris scrap all afternoon. Barely a whisker between them.
Yeah, what were the numbers there?
Hadjar basically flat, minus 0.01 a lap. Norris a touch quicker at minus 0.04.
So Norris was chipping away, but never enough.
Not on softs against Hadjar's hards, no. He needed one clean lunge, and it just never came. One last thing on Hamilton, fourth today, but remember his race started with drama.
Oh, that lap 1 contact with Russell cost George his whole afternoon.
Out on the spot, and Hamilton recovered to fourth from all that. Quietly a strong drive.
Teammate trouble on the opening lap at Spa. Tough way to end your Sunday before it even began. And that's it. The checkered flag is out. Session finished at Spa.
Confirmed. Antonelli's maiden win goes into the books.
Oh man, what a place to get your first one. Spa, of all tracks.
And no late drama to spoil it. Clean run to the flag, results stand as they crossed.
So that's your podium locked. Antonelli, Leclerc, Verstappen, job done.
A tidy end to a race that had plenty of stories underneath. We'll unpack the rest, but for now, enjoy that one, kid. Quick note on that Antonelli win. Teenager, first career victory, and he did it at the hardest track on the calendar.
At Spa, Eau Rouge, Blanchiment, the whole beast. That's a proper baptism.
And he had Leclerc breathing down his neck the whole final stint. Held it together beautifully.
Ice cold for a kid, honestly, didn't put a wheel wrong.
One thing I want to flag before we go, that Gasly and Lawson battle.
Oh yeah, they were glued together all stint. Who came out on top?
Basically dead even. Gasly at minus 0.05 a lap. Lawson minus 0.06.
Puh, that's nothing. A tenth over the whole stint?
Less than that. That's 2 cars in a wind tunnel, honestly. One more thing worth a look, that Hadjar and Norris scrap.
Right, Hadjar holds 6th. How close was it back there?
Hadjar minus 0.02 a lap. Norris minus 0.04. Norris was actually the quicker car.
So why didn't he get through?
Different tyres. Hadjar on the hards, Norris on mediums, and Spa just doesn't give you many places to pull the trigger.
And there it is. The checkered flag is out. Race over at Spa.
Pit lanes open to all pass holders now. That's your cue. The celebrations begin.
Antonelli's team is going to lose their minds down there. First win.
They've earned the party. But quietly, that pace all afternoon was no fluke. You know who quietly had a strong afternoon? Verstappen in third.
On this track, in that car, third is a proper result.
And Hamilton just behind him in fourth. That podium was within reach at one point.
Oh, he'll be gutted. So close to the champagne.
But let's not forget how his day started. That lap 1 contact took Russell out completely.
Right, Russell gone before the race even settled. Rough way to end a Sunday.
Let's give Leclerc his due too. Second place, and he kept Verstappen behind him all afternoon.
That's the one people might overlook. Holding off Max at Spa is no small thing.
Especially here. This is Verstappen's backyard, basically. The crowd wanted that Red Bull through.
and he just couldn't find the gap. Ferrari sandwiching him, 1-2 on the road.
Quick one on Antonelli's win. Look at how flawless the whole afternoon was. No mistakes, no lockups, nothing.
For a first victory at Spa of all places. That's not luck, that's composure.
And the pace was there in every stint. He never let the gap to Leclerc get scary.
Oh, and if you're enjoying the ride with us, hit subscribe and drop a like. It genuinely helps us out.
One thing I'll flag, Piastri in 5th got quietly boxed in all day. Never had the tyre to attack.
Yeah, he needed a place to pounce, and Spa just wouldn't give it to him.
One I haven't mentioned yet, Hadjar in 6th. Look at that stint pace, only losing 200ths a lap.
That's rock solid, barely any degradation at all.
He held it together better than Norris there, who was shedding almost double that on the mediums.
So the hard tyre call for Hadjar just quietly paid off. Nice read. Final lap now, and Antonelli's just gliding through Eau Rouge for the last time.
No drama, no wobble, that's exactly how he's driven all day.
You know, for a maiden win to come here at Spa that lives with you forever.
And keep an eye on that Gasly and Lawson fight down the field. Barely anything in it.
Yeah, what was it, 500ths a lap between them?
Basically identical pace. Lawson a whisker quicker on the stint, but nothing separating them on track.
And here it comes. Antonelli crossing the line to take his first ever Grand Prix win.
At Spa. 19 years old near enough. Just remarkable.
Leclerc rolls home second, Verstappen third, and that podium's set.
And one number worth sitting with. A stop cost around 29.5 seconds today. Antonelli never gave Leclerc the undercut window all afternoon. And spare a thought for Hamilton in 4th. He came home the top car outside the podium.
Yeah, quietly solid, but you know he wanted that Verstappen scalp in 3rd.
He just never got within striking range on the last stint. The gap was always a touch too much.
Still 4th at Spa on a day this clean? He'll take it and move on.
One last thing on Piastri in 5th. He never quite had the legs to threaten Hamilton.
No, that gap held all the way to the flag.
Solid points day, but not the result he'd have wanted from here.
And down in that Gasly-Lawson scrap, they crossed the line still nose to tail.
500ths apart on pace, and it stayed 500ths to the end. Perfectly matched. Quick one on Hadjar in 6th. His stint pace was 200ths a lap off, holding it beautifully.
On the hards too, right? 22 clean laps and barely any drop-off.
Exactly. That's a mature drive from a rookie, managing a set that old without falling into Norris's window.
2 teenagers making noise today. What a day for the next generation, honestly.
You know what caps this off? Antonelli winning here of all places. Spa, the driver's circuit.
There's no better place to break your duck, honestly.
And to do it managing that gap over Leclerc for the whole afternoon. That's the part that impresses me.
Never blinked. Never gave him the undercut, like you said.
19 years old and thinking 3 pit windows ahead. That's the scary bit for everyone else.
Last lap now and Antonelli's just cruising it home. What a moment for the kid.
And notice, he never had to burn the tyres to do it. That gap management gave him a cushion at the end.
So he crosses the line with rubber to spare, basically.
Exactly. That's the sign of a driver who read the whole race, not just the last stint.
And there it is. Antonelli takes the checkered flag at Spa, his first ever win.
Chills. First win, and it comes at the greatest circuit on the calendar.
Leclerc a comfortable second, Verstappen rounding out the podium in 3rd.
And spare a thought for Hamilton in 4th. That early contact with Russell shaped his whole afternoon.
Right, Russell was gone on lap 1 after that. What a way to lose a teammate battle before it started.
It happens at Spa. First lap, La Source, everyone piling in. Chaos is almost written into the place. And don't miss what this does for the title fight. That's a massive haul of points for Antonelli today.
Huge swing, from Rookie of the Day to a genuine championship player just like that.
Behind him, keep an eye on Hadjar hanging on to 6th. 22 clean laps on those hards and still no drop-off.
He kept Norris out of the window all afternoon. That's not luck, that's pace management.
Quick footnote from the midfield. That Gasly and Lawson scrap all afternoon was so tight.
Wasn't it? Practically nothing in it on pace.
Minus 0.05 a lap for Gasly. Minus 0.06 for Lawson. You couldn't split them with a ruler.
Basically identical stints side by side the whole way.
That's the kind of duel that never makes the highlight reel, but decides races.
Last lap at Spa. Kimi Antonelli leading the way, and he is about to win the Belgian Grand Prix.
19 years old, out front, holding it together through Eau Rouge one final time. Just remarkable.
And Leclerc right behind him in second, but the gap's just too big to do anything now.
He's out of tarmac and out of laps. This is Antonelli's day.
Oh man, what a moment for that kid. A massive title boost too, especially after Russell went out early.
Exactly. One rival gone on lap 1, and you convert it into a win. That's how championships are built.
And there it is. Kimi Antonelli takes the checkered flag at Spa.
Verstappen holding third, right behind Leclerc. Solid points for Red Bull.
And look at Hamilton in fourth, recovering nicely after that lap 1 contact with his own teammate.
That's the twist, isn't it? He knocks Russell out and still brings it home in the points.
Awkward debrief in that garage tonight, I'd bet.
Every single time. Look at Hadjar sneaking home in 6th. Quietly one of the better drives today.
He kept Norris behind him the whole stint, didn't he?
He did. His pace was steadier too, minus 0.02 a lap against Norris on the mediums.
So slower degradation, basically holding the tyre together while Norris faded.
Quick one on that Gasly and Lawson scrap too. Barely anything in it.
Yeah, what were the numbers?
Minus 0.05 a lap for Gasly, minus 0.06 for Lawson. Basically identical.
So track position was everything there. Nobody was cracking that open.
Exactly. And with a stop costing nearly 30 seconds today, no one was rolling the dice late.
So there it is, the checkered flag flown, and Antonelli's first win comes here at Spa of all places.
Fitting, really. This track punishes mistakes and rewards patience. He made 0 of the former.
And a leader change or two earlier on, remember? This wasn't a lights to flag cruise.
No, he had to earn it. But once he was clear, that was that.
Leclerc and Verstappen crossing the line nose to tail for 2 and 3 though. That was tense to the end.
And nobody could gamble a stop to change it. Nearly 30 seconds a pop today, it just wasn't worth it. And don't lose sight of what this win means beyond today.
The title fight, you mean?
Huge boost. With Russell out on lap 1, Antonelli walks away with a massive swing in the standings.
Oh man, what a way to do it. Maiden win and a championship jump on the same afternoon.
Days like this define a season. He'll remember Spa for a long, long time. One name I want to flag before we wrap. Hamilton in 4th.
Quietly solid day for him, right?
Very. No fuss, no drama. Just brought it home in a clean 4th.
And behind him, Piastri and Hadjar rounding out the top 6. Hadjar's had a proper afternoon.
He has. Remember that minus 0.02 a lap we mentioned? That patience got him ahead of Norris and kept him there. One last thing on that Gasly and Lawson scrap further back.
Go on, they were glued together all afternoon.
Basically identical pace. Minus 0.05 a lap for Gasly, minus 0.06 for Lawson.
So a single hundredth of a second separated them over a whole stint.
Pretty much. That's the kind of margin where track position alone decides it.
And you wonder why nobody could pass all day. Final lap now, and Antonelli's just got to bring it home clean.
He's controlled this beautifully. No lockups, no scares, just measured.
For a driver this young, on a circuit like Spa, that's the impressive part.
And remember, Spa punishes the tiniest mistake through Eau Rouge. He never gave it a sniff.
Leclerc still glued to Verstappen behind one last run down to the line.
But no DRS train, no undercut left. Track position locked it in laps ago.
Here it comes, Antonelli through the final chicane, and he's got it. Maiden win at Spa.
Pole to flag near enough. That's a statement drive.
And it's a huge one for the title fight too, isn't it? With Russell out of this one.
Massive. Those are the swings that decide championships in November.
Leclerc holds second, Verstappen third, exactly as it's been for laps.
Because nobody had the tyre delta to force it. Track position was king today. And spare a thought for Hadjar in 6th. Quietly one of the best runs of the afternoon.
Oh, absolutely. He kept Norris honest all stint, didn't he?
Barely. Minus 0.02 a lap for Hadjar, minus 0.04 for Norris. Norris had the edge on paper, but never the room to use it.
Story of the whole day, pace everywhere, passing nowhere. And hey, if you're enjoying the ride with us, hit subscribe and drop a like. It genuinely helps us out.
But mark this one down. Antonelli's first win, and it stretches that championship lead too.